Part 3, 30th of August 2024. Oh, Charlie. Oh, that's a lot. The time is 12:29 p.m. I went to show you the photo of Beauregard and my feckin' malfeasant phone, even though I unplugged the charger, still blipped me off. So yes, it's laborious and time consuming and exhausting, but we continue on. Beautiful people of planet Earth. I must complete my tasks and my missions on Earth, am I right? Reach completion. It's like fucking giving birth. I feel like I'm in the transition period. Pant, pant, blow, waiting for the baby to move into the lower echelons and push itself through the cervix. Dear goddess. Anyway, I'm just using that as an analogy. It's not quite as agonizing, but it's not too far off actually. I even have a pain in my guts from the pressure of trying to punch out this baby. But here we go. Still in, what year were we, babies? 2020. 30th of August 2020. Trigger warning: suicide, trauma processing and Jungian connections. So if you're not in a strong mental space today, you can't handle any more of the Tanya. I get it. The Tanya can't handle the Tanya some days. That's why she crawls into bed or disassociates or has entire fucking conversations with people she's not even home in her own mind, and I'm so good at it half the time they don't even notice actually. But anyway, so cup of tea time for those of you that can't handle me today. Switch me off even though we've just started this video. And the rest of you who are strong and intrepid or have schadenfreude or just plain nosy or just plain curious or really, really deeply love me and want to see what I vomit out of my own existence today, on we go, my darlings. I was shown, drifting off to sleep, these coordinates or symbols. Capital letter V, 419 space 757. Any ideas what this means? I'm asking my Facebook friends that, by the way. Didn't get any feedback either. A quick Google search says V419 is a vaccine or a star system. Isn't that fucking astonishing? In 2020 I was being shown that. A 757 in brackets, a jumbo jet, question mark, or upside down on a calculator, LSL, which I don't know what that stands for either. So I'm trying to work it out, logically, what the spirits were trying to communicate to me. I am just curious. I prefer my messages to be from a holy source and concise and direct. Oh, yes, I do. I hate games and puzzles and parables and oblique cryptic references. I'm a very blunt and direct woman. I don't play games. I don't involve myself in trickery, and I expect to be communicated in the same concrete, point of fact, realistic, non-abstract way. According to a quote from the TV show Evil, I was watching on Stan tonight, interesting show. Demons communicate in symbols and puzzles. Someone's idea of a joke sending me this inspiration just as I'm trying to sleep. I rebuke that unholy spirit. Even as I lie here with pain under my rib cage, I had an upset tummy tonight also, probably from overindulging in sugar. It gave me pause for thought though. I flash back to 2015 when several entities, one a former friend, another a former lover, and another a crazed, envious, spiteful female stalker at the casino, pushed me with constant vicious attacks to the point of suicide, i.e. demonic oppression. This occurred simultaneously with a defamation threat orchestrated by a member of my Brisbane Jewish community and is set up by someone claiming to be a mother of male rape survivors that now seems to me to have been a fake story to lure me to assist, a test of my true inclinations. My Mama T persona wanting to protect other adult survivors of child sexual abuse, am I right? They knew how to lure me in because they knew my natural instinct is to fight and protect those in that situation. The evil, dirty dogs. It was sick what they put me through. For what? For nothing. They gained nothing from that except loosh feeding. The evil, dirty bastards. But it's on them for the rest of eternity because I curse them for doing that, falsely misrepresenting themselves. I must have passed that test set by either angel or demon, as someone, capital S, saved me from my suicide attempt in a rather supernatural way. That infamous 11th hour I have a habit of surviving, by the way, not once but many times since early infancy. But here I am 5 years later, 5 years and 8 days later. It seems crazy, but I'm being shown connections. Never fuck with the Tanya and her God. Just saying, not wise to do that. You'll achieve nothing but that, but your own cumulative trauma and your own seeding of your own soul buys you nothing. You might feed off me for a while, but ultimately you'll be left empty and starved, spiritually speaking. We can name the empty, hungry ones the hungry ghosts, can't we? The ghosts in the machine. One of them I predicted he would end up a ghost in the machine, by the way. And so it is, and so it shall always be. Till the next time we incarnate and cross each other's paths again. Don't bother fucking haunting me at crossroads, boy chick. I have not forgotten Scala laughing in my face at that meeting in February in 2020. How deep does that evil manifest, I wonder? Very, very fucking deep. Those who laugh at survivors of child sexual abuse tells me a lot about you. V419 Cephei, Cephei, Cephei. It's obviously Latin. Someone who speaks Latin can tell me how to pronounce that one day. V419 Cephei is a star. BD plus 59 degrees 2342 or HIP 104719. I have no idea what those coordinates mean, but it must be astronomical coordinates to help an astronomer locate it in our sky, in our night sky. I'm assuming that's what they mean. It's an assumption on my part based on extrapolation, but is an irregular variable star in the constellation of Cepheus, with an apparent magnitude that varies between 6.54 and 6.89, which I think would mean its level of brightness to the naked eye or to the telescope. I'm assuming, I don't know. It's again an assumption on my part. Mama T makes assumptions sometimes. Sometimes they can be incorrect and get her into a shit ton of trouble and cause her to lose potential lovers and friends, because assumptions is when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. But sometimes I have kind of intellectual curiosity and intense intuitions, and sometimes my assumptions are bang on point, babies. But I love you. I love you all. Remember that. No matter what, I love you. I did not come into this connection to create disruptions in the field, disturbances in the field. I did not come into that connection with any malfeasant, malevolent intentions towards you at all, other than my desire to dance, enjoy live bands, and live my very best life, and be my own crazy, quirky, shamanic, Jewish, witchy self. And, you know, if I'm no longer wanted or welcome, you'll have to tell me directly. And I'll be okay with it. I will. Sometimes it's a mission that's been completed that was beyond my mortal ken, by the way. I have to shake myself off like a wet dog sometimes. How the gods use me with my powerful love that is often misinterpreted or misaligned or poured into people who have their own crises and decide to fucking act out. (419) Sepii Wikipedia. Distance is 1085 PC. I wonder what that means. Is that code for light year? Don't know. Don't know why I was shown the coordinates of a star that I know nothing about, or how it impacts on my own life personally. Maybe it's a star that ET are coming from. I don't know. Haven't had any encounters with ET as far as I know, except for some weird motherfuckers that turn up at the club sometimes or other venues, but I don't think they're ETs, but they might be under the influence of some. One can never be sure, given our current paradigm. Anything is fucking possible. I said all along that our planet is no longer under human control, so maybe that's what I was picking up. Maybe the beings that created the COVID paradigm, that organised and orchestrated that and got the whole of humanity into lockstep like obedient little motherfuckers, maybe that came from that star. Why was I being shown that? I don't know. But the truth will remain the truth until the day I die. And the truth will always come out in the end. Always. I might not receive the information till I transition from this physical body into the next dimension, but I will be gifted the truth. Of that I am certain. It always comes to me. Even in this physical incarnation, I've always been gifted the end of the story, or the truth. Sometimes in miraculous, humbling, terrifying and astonishing ways. Enough to send me crawling into my bed, sometimes for weeks at a time. So we're not doing that. We will manage the truth and our emotions and the people around me. We will manage together. We will fight for each other. We will lift each other up, and we will hold our line. No matter what, no matter who, no matter what dimension these evil manifestations are coming from. Pagan, Satanist, Luciferian, Christian, Jew, Muslim, Shinto, Buddhist, I call upon you to hold your line as a fellow mortal on our planet. We are under attack. Those of you who've been living in the dark side of the Force have powerful energies to contribute to our species' survival too. You're here for a reason. Own your own path. Love is the law. Love each other. Love our planet. Love our solar system. Everything is connected. Just saying. I can comfortably be surrounded by people who live in their own darkness, because I've lived through my own darkness too and still managed to hold on to what's left of my soul from people who were meant to be religious, righteous, holy Jews, by the way, tried to destroy me for no reason but they could, or they were jealous of my light. A study of the safety and tolerability of V419 in healthy infants at 2, 4, 6 and 12. Hyde glossary, study record managers, refer to the data element definitions, blah, blah, blah. More results from clinicaltrials.gov. Another warning that symbolism shown to me at that point in time, I was just on the brink of falling asleep actually. It was another messaging, this time not about a star, but about a vaccine. Then the 419 referred to academic visas, subclass 419, immigration and citizenship, home affairs. Closed to new applications on 24th of November 2012. If you are a current visa holder, see your obligations. I don't know how that relates to me because it makes no sense, but here we have Vaxelis, Vaxelis, FDA, toxoid conjugate in subjects in V419/006 receiving Pentacel and Prevnar 13. Adverse events were monitored after each vaccine as follows for both studies. So the spirits were hammering at me in 2020 about an star and adverse reactions to vaccines. I don't think these were actual COVID vaccines because they predated them, but maybe they were used in it or participated in it somehow, or the same malfeasant evil entities that were dabbling with that gain of function were using components from it. I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but it's weird, isn't it, how that's all come up from my Google search of what those two symbols meant, those two numbers meant. 419 Archives, Vaxopedia, 27th of December 2018. Hexavalent vaccines can provide protection against 6 vaccine preventable diseases in just one shot. Again, bioengineering they're talking about there. Here I write, because my mind couldn't take any more and I was too terrified to keep Googling. Going back to sleep. Perhaps if the message is an important one from a holy source, I'll be shown more information in my dreams. I don't like games or puzzles. I am a direct, blunt, honest and rather impatient person. Yes, I am. I deal in truth, honour, integrity, love. It is coming. What? I don't know. 757 also means bowing. And then there's an angel number, 757. So I must have got nosy and kept Googling after all, even though I wanted to switch off and tune out and drop out and go to sleep. 757 is a combination of the attributes and vibrations of the numbers 7 and 5, with the number 7 appearing twice, magnifying its influences. Number 7 resonates with knowledge and understanding, discernment, which we needed a lot of in the early 2020s, in early 2020 I mean, and listening to the inner self, spiritual development and awakening, learning and education, determination and persistence of purpose, mysticism, psychic abilities and spiritual gifts. Number 5 is associated with important life changes, creativity and new beginnings, auspicious new opportunities, making life choices and decisions, learning lessons through experience, imagination and curiosity, resourcefulness, adaptability and versatility. I'm picking up now on a powerful sexual energy. Don't know who that is. I'm not having sex with anyone, people of Earth, yet. Saving myself for the one who proves himself worthy of me, demonstrates his deep love for me that is abiding beyond space and time. I'm not going to be a quick frottering fuck for some malfeasant dog ever again, because that used to happen to me 10 years ago. It's not going to happen. I simply won't allow it. She says, well, I've lied to myself before in the past, haven't I? I've been led up the garden path before. Angel number 757 is a message that the changes you are going through or about to go through will bring you into perfect alignment with your divine purpose. Be optimistic and positive about these changes, as they will bring much personal satisfaction and good fortune through new and interesting opportunities. Angel number 757 can suggest that new information or news of a positive nature is on its way, so be open to signs, synchronicities, and messages from your angels. Your angels and spirit guides often communicate in the form of intuition, dreams, visions, thoughts, and perceptions, or in this case, making me feel a tiny, tiny bit horny, which is odd and unusual. I wonder what that's actually about, apart from the fact that it's springtime. Springtime for Hitler in Germany, am I right? I'm being sardonic for a reason, people. It may be a form of psychic attack too. Falling in love with disingenuous people. It's the worst fucking thing that can happen to a woman, actually. It really is. It really is. But it's the worst thing that can happen to a man too. And I am not disingenuous, just saying. So follow your instincts and act affirmatively on your ideas and aspirations. Yes, indeed. Angel number 757 foretells of a gift present to you. This could come in the form of the material, spiritual, or even intellectual. The gift may seem great or small, but it will be of great significance. Angel number 757 may also be suggesting that you make relevant changes in your life that are suited to who you truly are within. The angels encourage you to live your spiritual truths in earnest. I like that. It's very important. Number 757 relates to number 1. Oh, that's interesting. 7 plus 5 plus 7 equals 19. 1 plus 9 equals 10, which both of those numbers break down to 1. And 1 plus 0 equals 1. And angel number 1. And I'm a life path number 1. So it's why I'm a pioneer, and I lead, and I get myself in all sorts of trouble because people misinterpret my intentions at times. Cookie's here, Charlie. Beautiful kookaburras outside. I wonder if he'll laugh at us. Then I, still working out the numerology, I wrote V equals 5 plus the number that Spirit showed me, V419. V equals 5 plus 4 plus 1 plus 9 equals, wait for it, you get chills, 19, which equals 10, which equals 1. 7 plus 5 plus 7 equals 19, which equals 10, which equals 1. 11, 1, 1. Angel number 11 is an angel. Or, if you join 1 plus 1, you get 2. It takes my breath away to this day reading this even 4 years later. Powerful messaging I was receiving, and I thought I was going maybe a little bit mad, quite frankly. I'm never mad. I'm just attuned at times. Doesn't pay to underestimate me and my attunements. They don't come from me. They come from the Holy One in all manifestations of power, of righteousness, of loving kindness, of peace, of strength, of protection, of nurturance, of abundance, and if the gods eventually allow it, of passion and romance for me for the rest of my life too, because that's what I've been manifesting for a very, very long time. A loving partner of my own who loves me dearly and deeply and truly with great integrity and honour and affection and passion and romance, and is proud and happy to be my man and stand by my side, king to my queen. With our friends supporting us and loving us, and our deep love for each other, and our deep love for our friends and family members and tribe as well. All of us together, having each other's backs, keeping each other safe, which should have happened, except everyone fell prey to the programming in 2020. Now we have to unmanifest that evil bullshit and remanifest a new paradigm. Are you with me? Can we do it? I don't know. I don't know how to do it. But I've been abandoned and rejected by my own bloodlines of people who should have loved me and stood by me with proud pride and dignity and honour, as I always stood beside them. So I'm not just dancing to my own immolation with my ailing, failing, ageing body, dizzy as a wheel, literally. I'm also looking for my tribe who have my back, front, sides, and love me accordingly, respectfully, honouringly. And I found some of you whether you want to stay in my life for the long time or whether it's just a passing phase and we drift apart from each other as humans are very often do. That's okay. It's my path. I'm not fighting it. Just, I guess I have been fighting by pushing myself out into various venues and spaces, but I was invited. I didn't just push into places where I was not welcome. I made sure, and I was invited most of the time. I want to remind you all of that. I did not invade your boundaries or your space. So if you were inviting me to play some sick, twisted, sadistic BDSM game on me, more fool you. More fool you. Because my intentions were and are and always will be honourable towards you. You've all been in my life for a decade, almost a decade and a half, by the way. I think you should know who I am by now without testing me. But, you know, I get it. I get it. I'm not angry with you. I'm really not. Life goes on, the dance goes on, the music goes on, our art goes on, our literature will go on, our souls will go on long after we leave this mortal coil. Of that you can be certain, even if you're an unbeliever. I can tell you that from personal experience. You don't end when you leave this physical body. But in the meantime, why not enjoy everything? Enjoy the love, the passion, the romance, the kindness, the sweetness, with harm to none, competition from none. You know, we're given these bodies as vehicles of experiential awareness. And we heal ourselves over and over and over again. And we journey into other dimensions at times. We bring back knowledge and gnosis, and we gift each other, just like we educate our babies to grow up to be men and women. The education never ends, by the way. It's a constant spiraling, unfurling Fibonacci sequence. Constant Mandelbrot patterning. It never ends. It just starts again and again and again. 30th of August 2019. I never learned to sew in a machine. It used to disgust my mother-in-law, who thought every woman should sew. But my own mother used to hit me and or stick pins in me whenever she sewed for me as a kid. I dreaded it, so never ever wanted to sew. Recently I have toyed with the idea of doing sewing machine classes and making my own bohemian clothes, but I talked myself down as it will probably never happen, laughing my ass off. And a year later in 2020, December 2020, my beautiful friend Lynn bought me a little sewing machine to practice on. It was very sweet of her. Here, this is in response to a meme that Janice Ian shared called Sewing Machine Parts. It's quite comical, actually. Show you the photo. Hope we don't get blipped off again. Can you see it? Spinny thing, bobinator, blue line, flux capacitator, horn of Gondor. Oh, it truly is. Uppy, downy, quaffle, golden snitch, unobtainium, Blimmin' Onion. Oh, that's the Blimmin' Onion there. Astromech Droid. Oh, that's so clever. Cryhole. Arc Reactor. Hoo-Ha. Wheel of Numbers. Energon Cube. Dilithium Crystal. I found that delightful because that's how I feel about sewing machines. It's not something I'm an expert at, just saying. And I rejected it till 2020, which was 4 years ago when I was 55. Am I right? I avoided sewing. Wow, I still can't sew that well. I can do the straight line. I made little bags for my jewellery. I didn't actually make a garment, but I made little things for my jewellery, and I was quite proud of those. Explored a lot of different creative ventures from 2020 to 2024. It was quite astonishing. The carding of all the fleece in preparation for learning how to spin. Did that too. The silversmithing journey, which took a lot of my energy and time. I devoted mostly all my energies into that. And my creativity when I go dancing with my mad boltering and my writing. Yes, I kept myself very busy indeed. Today I sacrificed the pond in the back garden, moved everything to the front pond. It looks nice. Hopefully the department will let me keep the remaining 2 ponds, which are bathtubs and only hold 300 millimetres of water. I'm still very angry and distressed about it all. 5 years later, I'm still very angry and distressed about their interfering in my ponds, my beautiful landscape here to this day. But anyway, here we are. August 2017. Skip to 2 years on. I was struggling to add info about my Philips line on Ancestry, then found Robert has uploaded a Philips extended family tree, and all the info is already there. Robert is in the light now. You are a champion. I notice that we have to pay for family photos now, which is utterly disgraceful, given I uploaded all of mine for free and random people all over the world gleaned them for their trees for free. So that is upsetting, as I was happy to share mine but now have to pay membership to access others. Just rude. Later I wrote, feeling fragile and lonely, so going to bed early with a hot cup of tea and some cuddles from my dog. 30th of August 2016. I had a lovely afternoon and evening with Jared. Annette gave him 3 fish tanks, which was awesome. Then we came back home and cooked dinner, then chatted and watched Better Than Saul on Stan. The dogs gnawed on Bones and Beauregard attempted to get some big love from Harvey, but Harvey, as usual, is ambivalent. Harvey was Jared's little mini fox terrier. So Bo spent the evening vying for Jared's lap to make Harvey insanely jealous. It's very amusing to watch. I had a happy day, although my moods were rather rapid cycling, probably from exhaustion from Saturday night. Some days, hours, you just have to ride that wave and go with the flow. I hate when my energy just drops out into the floor like a disappearing vortex, but it always comes back. Va 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 voom. I love my friends who are accustomed to my face and my weird mood swings, laughing my ass off. Had to get used to those over the decades. They're not going anywhere either. But I've learnt to love them, and they're creative and interesting at times. Sometimes they're channelings too, like you would have witnessed today. I've been doing a lot of channeling today. That's why I'm exhausted now. The energy's just plummeted out of me like a rock held into a limpid, languid pool, still drifting through the various dimensions. 30th of August 2015, 1:01 a.m. Just woke up at last, fed the cats, shoveled yogurt down my face, ate the last of the croissant, made a cup of tea, and now back in my warm bed. I lost another entire day, but rest is important. 10:21 a.m. Been awake for 20 minutes, slept for 25 hours. Fuck, that's a long 25 hours. Holy shit. I don't feel like getting up as the entire day and night stretches beyond me. I need to let the chooks out and spend time in the garden, so up and at 'em. Good morning. Not a morning person, so feel quite discombobulated. Smiley face. Been waking up at 7 a.m, between 6 and 7 a.m, since I started CPAP, which is astonishing, but it knocks me around because I'm not a morning person. And then I've got the whole day to fight through, and then I get tired in the afternoons. It's a lot for me. Also back in bed, but the chickens are exuberant about having the run of the garden. I tied the gates together with a white stocking. Lol, I surrender. Gillian K wrote, "Good morning. It's raining here again in the UK. What a summer. I think I will go back to bed too, but it is only 7:10 a.m. here. Kiss, kiss." Louise Winton wrote, "Morning everybody. It's not raining yet in Manchester. Have a good day everyone." Oh bless. I love my friends. I really do. I slept for 20 hours, now up in the night at 2:55 p.m. with stomachache. So annoying. The house is so quiet. It is raining, cold. Glad I didn't go out tonight. I am probably dehydrated from living my life in my former zombie suspended animation state, sleeping 20 or 25 hours. I used to do that a lot back in the day when I was on very hefty antipsychotics for my anxiety. On average, I would sleep 16 to 20 hours a day at my worst when I was really ill. So perhaps a cup of tea. I still feel tired. Gillian K wrote, "I'll join you in a cuppa." Sherry Paris wrote, "Water, water, water, yes." Louise Winton wrote, "Still tired, Tanya. Take your time to get yourself right." This is why I love those wonderful women. One in America, two in England, cheering me on, knowing that I was struggling, really struggling. What year was that? Was it 2017, I said? It was 2015. So I was still struggling to recalibrate after the suicide attempt. It didn't happen overnight. It took me weeks, as you can see here. It was 8 days later. So I'm a force of nature, and I'm courageous, and I'm powerful, and it's not wise. It's not wise for people to desecrate my spirit or underestimate me. It's not wise. Look what I came back from back then. And I didn't want to come back. That's part, I think, of why I struggled for so long. I had not intended to be cast back to this earth, just saying. Here I write, "I want to go to Byron. I will aim for Tuesday as I get paid then. A day on the beach in contemplation, perhaps try to write, perhaps just sleep on the beach. I feel so alone. It is possible to spend a day there and be completely alone. Fortunately, I'm not afraid of my own company. I can entertain myself in my own head for hours. Also, it beats rejection and abandonment. Yes, it does, babies. I need to buy a Pomeranian puppy to join me on outings. We would have so much fun. My beautiful friend Tarina wrote, I know what you mean. I'd love to join you, but I'll be at work. Gillian wrote, Tanya, my daughter, 26, who is in Israel, went on a hike all alone the other day because everyone was working. You may think you are alone, but you truly are not. Go and enjoy and remember, we are all with you. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Sweetest of hearts. Louise Winton wrote, Tanya, go on your own, but you are not alone. I believe it's a lovely place. Go and enjoy yourself. Kiss, kiss, kiss. They all know how much I'm in love with Byron Bay. Yes, I don't just fall in love with other souls, humans and souls in mortal physical human form. I fall in love with birds like that South American macaw I was obsessed with for a few weeks there. I fall in love with places too. Byron Bay is one of the greatest joys and loves of my life, and whenever I get there I bloom like 1,000-petaled lotus manifesting into the dimensions. I love that space. There's other places around that I love it. I used to love going to Noosa. I haven't been there for many, many years. You know, I love Myala at Mount Glorious. I love Mount Tamborine. Where else do I love? Wynnum's a nice place to go to. I was very impressed when I went to Jacob's Well a few weekends ago and saw how pretty it is down there. You know, there's beauty in nature all around us. You just need to tap in and just enjoy it. Enjoy the exquisiteness that surrounds us. 8:34 p.m. I really enjoy Cleveland Point when I go with my friend Lynn too. I would enjoy Wellington Point too, but I've scattered all my progenital fucking arsehole family ashes there, so now it's tainted forever for me. I can't feel the same joy when I go there, but it's okay. It's still a gorgeous place, and from time to time when I have visited, I still enjoy the beauty. It's just the heaviness on my soul, the memories of those bastards, and also I have to use extra spiritual protection because they try to follow me home, the motherfuckers. They do, even after all these years. It's astonishing, the power of my love. They can have my enemies still want to haunt me long after their death, like David Davidson too did that. It's astonishing, but it's my light and I can't do a damn thing about it. My soul was created this way, and I've struggled with it for decades, and now I've reached a point in older age of just being at peace with it. It is what it is. But no one dares fuck with it, Tanya, because my light is also equally guarded and protected by my darkness, and it's powerful. It's so powerful that even I'm astonished by it. I got a reminder of it in recent months. Know who you are, Tanya. Spirit actually said to me, you're in a process of becoming a new version of yourself, someone you've never met before in your own psyche, mind, body and spirit, gifted by the gods, and you're going to have to recalibrate with that. And yes, I met that someone recently and I'm in awe. I'm in awe and I'm in love with her. She's amazing. Goddess bless. But of course, mere mortals are heading for the hills utterly terrified, not knowing how to quantify their own emotions. And I'm not responsible for that, babies. That's on you. I will continue on with my path and my wildness and my freedom and my dance, my joy and my bliss and my peace that I can channel from deep within at times, because it's gifted to me for a reason, and it's going to be very much coming into full play and necessary in our future, I perceive. It's come to me late in life, but there's always a reason. Always holding our lines, our powerful web of love and truth and honour and integrity and respect and worth and valour and deep, deep, deep love. 8:34 p.m. I had a lovely day in the garden all day. The chooks eagerly helped me clean out the worm farm. I think they were way too many. Frida especially was really ecstatically holding her own with the two much larger hens. Herman held back but managed to get some worms too. He was very timid little baby rooster. Oh, bless. Helga and Heidi, dumbest birds ever, and so paranoid and neurotic. Yes, birds can be paranoid and neurotic too, babies. Missed out on the worm farm spree completely. I almost feel sorry for them, but you just can't help stupid. I tried to show them the worms and they were too frightened, so they missed out. I suppose the egg layers really needed the meaty protein, so we're more determined. Then I rinsed out the worm wee, which is great fertiliser, and put it around the garden. Then I decided to move the fish pond from up the back of the property to under my stairs. I found lots of baby fish, which blew my mind. It is only just breeding season now, and they are only spawning now. So there must have been a late summer spawn I missed out on. I filled up the square bathtub, put the fish back in it, also the water poppies. What's that schmutz on my face from? Don't know where that came from. I also put one of the tiny pumps that has a light in the pond. I was irritated that the little fountain part didn't work, but the light works fine. I was on the phone to Jared and surprised to see one tiny, obviously male goldfish trying to mate with a 2-inch long female. It looked hilarious, and by Joves, was he determined. They spawned by headbutting the female under her tail end. Not very exciting sex life, having your eggs bashed out of you. It looked so funny as they were such an odd couple. I should put my spawning mop out in the pond in case she squeezes out eggs. Anyway, now I'm tired but happy with my garden and fish ponds. Then I posted a photo. Me mid-dance, singing, probably singing to Tarina, who was smiling back at me. Tisha, never mind, we were friends back then. Tisha took this photo of me last Friday, 21st of August, the night I was expunged from the casino for telling Lana to leave me alone. Still holding my own, dancing my wild dance as I always do. 30th of August 2014, at the Victory with Karen Donahoe, Woot. 5:08 a.m, finally home in a hot bath after a lovely night out at the Valley and later the Victory with the lovely Karen. Then I saw her off on the bus home and I spent the rest of the morning with George, singing and occasionally dancing, footsore. George gave me a can of Jim Beam someone gave him to take home with me. So supping on chocolate and bourbon, dreaming of my potential male life partner who is $6,500 out of reach. Manifest, McCaw, manifest. Oh, bless. I never did manifest that bird. I know. Quit whining, but I wants my precious. And he will live to 80, and as he will live to 80, he would outlive any of my future wannabe lovers and bird lovers forever. Yes, it is. No one loves you as much as birds. Charlie's currently smooching me, nibbling on my, kind of the hairs on my arm actually, she's nibbling on. Strange little girl she is. I am glad to have something lovely to dream of, to aspire for, to live up to. Feather, fur and fins for the finale. Men can't handle me anyway, as let's face it, I am awesome. Weird, wild and occasionally woolly, gnashes remaining, crowing teeth. Jared referred to Rio, that's the name of the coveted object of my current desire, as a South American spine snapper, or words to that effect, laughing my ass off. Although I was so vicious and jealous of my love for that bird. Imagine how they'd feel if I brought home a wonderful man. Oh my goodness. Oh, it would set the cat amongst the proverbial pigeons. Oh, wow, it could happen one day. Could happen. One fine day. I hope all my friends and beloved ones will be happy for me when it does happen. Socks heard no more fucking sabotage or envy or spite or insecurities or ugliness, please. No more. It's enough. Socks heard my car pull into my driveway and raced to await me at the gate. He thinks he loves... Oh, sorry. I'm getting tired. I think he loves his mama. He has 3 mothers now, one in Finland, one who pays for his food and adores him, and me. His sister Sophie and of course my penny cat are very fortunate indeed, although they have briefly lost their own bedroom. Oh, P.S. I am happy. Here's a lovely photo of Karen and I. Karen smiling at the most exquisite smile, as you can see in that photo. But she rarely smiled when we were dancing. She'd be all resting bitch face most of the time. Occasionally I'd say to her, you need to smile, you have the most exquisitely beautiful smile, and it lights up this entire bar, this entire club, the Live Wire bar, and I need you to smile for me now. She would, for me, she would smile. Bless. 30th of August 2012. Spring this year has really hung me up the most. It's awesome. This blue moon has brought me a howling good time as well, and the peak tomorrow is settlement day. Everything is in place for my new life to explode into splendour. So might it be. Amen. and it didn't settle on the 31st. They delayed it by another feckin' week, the evil malfeasant cunts. But it did settle, ironically, on the birthday of my mother's best friend, my Auntie Lottie, Jonas Minster, who always brings me good luck on the 6th of September. Always. It's very odd. So it settled on her birthday a week later, which I thought was astonishing, even by my metaphysical standards. Then I commented, lol, splendor combined with spender makes splendor. Interesting Freudian slip. My friend Sally Castle wrote, well, now tomorrow is today. You go, girl. Oh, we were so relieved to have that little dispute end. It was so fucking evil, and I was tortured for 2.5 years by my own evil mother and her stepdaughters. Con artists, all of them. May they all rot in hell to this very day. I will never forgive them what they put me through and robbed me of, by the way. 30th of August 2011. Oh, my darling. Not 2011, 2010. I think I pissed off the gods talking about being resilient yesterday. I really feel awful today. I fell asleep on the couch, snoring my head off in front of the TV for 3 hours, and I almost never do that. I think I better start taking my illness more seriously, but it's all such a drag. I delivered Crystal's veggie boxes to her place this morning, all 3 of them, as I worried my gourmand Poss might eat her last remaining broccoli. The things we do to beat nature at her own game, lol. Now I need to possum-proof my veggie garden. It was kind of a hopeless task since they took everything I tried to grow. That's why I don't grow vegetables. And thus concludes at long last today's readings of Even Date, which I had to split into 3 parts because of, iPhone glitches. So we're at the end, my gorgeous darlings, my wonderful ones, my beloved ones. My YouTube subscribers who astonishingly watch me fight my way through my own hellscapes and my own trauma processing and my own videos, but also get to see my strange magical ways when I channel or intuit or have these gorgeous little blessings that come my way, gifted by the gods. So it's a mixed bag each day. You never know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of chocolates, am I right? Oh, chocolate would be nice right now. I'm going to go and make myself some soup for lunch and get on with the rest of my day. Still need to go to the pharmacy, get that B12 injection sorted, so I need to do that. So it is what it is, people of Earth. And if I'm going dancing tonight, which I'm looking forward to as I do every Friday and or Saturday, I'll have to have a little wee nap because I feel quite drained now. But we'll see how I go tonight. I don't want to let my friend Ness down or Nathan down or whoever the new guitarist is that's standing in for our handsome, talented, gorgeous Juddy. And I don't want to let the team down. And I want to continuously participate in my wild dance because it's good for me, it's good for some of you, and opens my creativity and gets me through this weird existence that I've been living for decades, almost 6 decades. And I used to dance even as a child on the beach in my weird little berserker little way. It's good release for pent up toxic energy that doesn't belong with me and flick it all out and purge and resurge and revitalise and begin again for the following week. I love you all. Goddess bless. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the space-time continuum, and be happy no matter what, no matter who, no matter what circumstances. Strive for happiness. It's your God-given right as a human being on planet Earth. Don't do drugs. Don't get into soul traps of having to depend on psychiatric meds unless, God forbid, you have serious, serious conditions. Hold your own. Find your own creativity and whatever sparks joy, and do that. Be happy. Bye for now.